What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going to lay out the vinyl on the side of the car, and we're going to cut out the panels. I find this a lot easier to do and make sure you have enough coverage overall. You could also lay it out on a big table or on a wall and cut it out as well if you have all the measurements down, but this is the best way for me to do it. I don't have all that in this garage space, so I'm going to lay out the vinyl first, and then I'll show you guys what I do after that to make sure the cuts are perfect. It's finally cut out and I laid it on the car as this big giant piece. I'm not too experienced into wrapping the whole car in one piece like this, like most vinyl wrappers. I like doing it in one piece just to make sure I have enough coverage on the edges of the doors and quarter panel and things like that. To me, I find it doing one by one is better than doing the whole thing. I'm not trying to save time, I'm just trying to do it right. First thing I usually do is go ahead and cut this extra piece off right here up and down the A pillar, as well as back here on the C pillar to trunk area, because you're not going to be wrapping all of this right here, so you can save all of that for mirrors and trims and door handles. As well as down here, this is where I'm going to trim as well. This is where the rear bumper is, so I follow that bumper line or the quarter panel, right? I keep it slightly popped open like that, and you just follow that bumper all the way to the edge, which is right here. So I'll probably go down like 3 inches and I'll just cut it all the way out. And you could also save this piece for something else, but not only that, you follow the line arch as well on the rear fender. So sometimes I start at the middle of the fender here, you see, with the quarter panel. I'll push in, cut about 3 inches as well, and just follow that all the way through, all the way down. And then I go back to where the cut is, go down, and then follow that bumper all the way out. And that giant piece right there can do the trunk, because we have to do the trunk in 2 pieces. So there we go, I already have a piece for the trunk without cutting an extra piece out of the roll. Also the side skirts, like I said, I have to do that in a separate piece, so I'm going to trim that out as well. Probably going to do that first, only because when I cut the doors, it's going to be 2 pieces. I don't want to cut that in 2 pieces by accident. As you can see, plenty of space up here right there. See, I have about probably, I don't know, 8 inches extra vinyl just to be safe. But after you trim this piece off, you have a feel of where you need to go. I just kind of like, I'll start like right here where the body line is, and I'll just trim and actually go up and follow this until I get back to here on the back door, which you can see the triangle shape, and I'll just follow that down, and then right here is where the back door starts. I'll follow that all the way down and cut as close as possible and go down like that. At that point, I'll put the magnets there to hold it, and I'll trim down in the middle once I slide this over, because remember, I have 8 inches over there. So I'll slide it over and cut it directly down the middle, and I'll have enough to cover the whole entire 2 doors. So yeah, now you have an idea of how to lay vinyl and get it prepped before you actually unwrap it or pull off the backing and start wrapping the car. So there's a lot of prep work that gets involved. So once I cut out the pieces, we're gonna start wrapping the doors and the quarter panel on the side, because we already did the other side yesterday. So it's gonna be almost the same thing as yesterday. Probably gonna time lapse the whole thing, so stay tuned. it's about 9 o'clock at night right now. I've been working through the car. As you can see, the passenger side is completely done besides the side skirt because I'm saving that for last. Cleaned everything up, tucked it in real nice. I actually worked on the trunk as well, as you can see. It looks really, really nice. It's coming together. The light in here is just making it look so fantastic. I can't wait to see it outside in the sun. So that's gonna end today's video. I'm gonna record more when we do the fender and the hood. I definitely wanna do a video on the hood to see how well it conforms around these little lumps right here. As you can see, they have like two little body lines. But it's once the satin hits those body lines, when it's laid down, it's gonna look so damn nice. Just like the body lines on this right here on the quarter panel to the door, it really brings the car together. But as you can see on the inside, of course, making sure I do a great job with the knifeless tape all the way through. Got really close on the edge there with the knifeless tape. Of course, where you can't see it, but it doesn't matter because actually inside the door actually has little rubber seals right here, so it's gonna hide a lot of the vinyl. Even so, I made sure I did a great job and a straight job on the corners and edges all the way through, because even so, you got to make it seem like even if you have those little, you know, seals to cover everything, everything needs to be fully covered. And this is what I'm talking about. Here's another demonstration on the seal. It hides the vinyl very, very well, but I still wrapped into it. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I wrapped into it to make sure I got full coverage. Here it is on the door, also full coverage. I hope you guys are enjoying this video segment so far on this vinyl wrap job. It's looking really, really nice. So I'll see you guys in the next video when we get started on the bumpers as well as the hood and the roof. So see you then.